What is going on? Welcome to Greggles TV. This is the AOC 16T20. It is a 15.6 full HD IPS portable monitor. Goes up to 60 hertz refresh rate, and we'll go through everything about it. So it's got buttons over here. It's got a power button and a menu button. You got volume up and down. You have another button to change your sources. There's 3 different sources, and we'll go through that in just a moment. You have a headphone jack on that side. On the other side is where all the fun stuff is. You have a mini HDMI port, which I have upside down, which is right there. You have and 2 USB-Cs, and all of them can be used for, well, I guess only 2 could be used for video. The second USB is going to be used to power this thing on. So that's that. You get this case that hides it and holds it safe. And you can set it up in 2 different ways. You can see if you want it kind of straight up or lean back a little bit. So you have that option as well. Comes with a manual on how to use everything. You can pause the video if you want, as well as the general specifications. Comes with the monitor, the flip cover, the quick start guide, and then depending upon where you are, you could potentially get some of these other things. I live in the US, and the only thing that mine came with was a USB-C cable, and it's USB-C to USB-C. I didn't get any HDMI cables or anything like that. Also didn't get any power cords either. It does power up by USB-C, so I have a ton of those, but it would have been nice if they had thrown that in, especially with it being, you know, pretty inexpensive thing. It's not an expensive thing to have on there, but yeah, it comes just with this one cable and that's it. So to get this going, I usually plug it into the bottom USB-C, and then since I don't have a mini HDMI, I won't be able to try that one. So I'm going to use my USB-C cable, which works fantastic. And again, you have those buttons on the side here, which it's already on. Here's your volume keys, which you can't see. I'll show you that in a minute. And then you have this button, which if you just want to switch between it, just press it and it will switch between them. You just let go and it'll automatically switch to it if you have anything plugged into it. So I'm taking this USB-C cord. I'm going to plug it into the side of my MacBook, since that has USB-C, and it's easy to get my video to show up. There it goes. It made the noise, and there we go. So for me, it is using this as a secondary monitor on here so that I can use it, which is really cool because, you know, you don't always have the option of having your monitor be maybe you need 2 monitors at the time. I'm going to just lower that brightness a little bit so you can see this better. 1 second. There we go. So it looks great, you know, and so there you go. I'm using it again. I can see one thing on my Mac, and then I'm using this as a second monitor. I could just use the same thing on both, but I think this is a good little indication of how you can be portable and still have the option of having this beautiful 15.6 1080p display to see stuff. Now, I will admit it doesn't look as great as the monitor on my Mac, but for under $100, it looks really, really good. This is the highest quality video playing on a 1080p monitor. And you can see the colors and everything, they look legit. There's no problems at all with this in terms of the quality that you're getting. It's pretty remarkable. The price of this versus what you actually get is actually pretty good. I'm going to turn it to the side. It is an IPS display, so when you see an IPS display, you're not really losing too much. I mean, in terms of like, I don't know why you would look at it like that, but if you needed to, you can see it doesn't really lose any quality, which is one of the things you want in a monitor. You want to be able to use it any which way and have it look good, and for the most part, this looks completely fine. Next, I'll plug it into my Pixel 9 Pro XL, and it's asking me if I want to mirror the display. And I can. Looks great. You can see it does no delay at all when you're doing something like that. I'll put a YouTube video on, and you'll be able to hear the sound of these speakers, which I don't think is that great, but it's nice that they have built-in speakers. So here we go. Fantastic day. We're going to talk about a new product coming out from Meta, and they're not Ray-Ban Meta glasses. Now with a phone, it doesn't fill up the whole. Let me just pause that. It doesn't fill up. You can see it's cutting off a lot of the phone, and I have it completely maxed out on the phone, as you can see. Speakers also don't sound really good, really tinny sounding.
On June 20th, I assume they'll probably have a pre-order date for that time as well, which makes sense because
this is not a touch display, so you don't get any touch functionality. If you're curious with this, it doesn't have any of that. It's literally just a monitor. So this monitor is like literally gonna be like 80 bucks on Amazon. I'll link it down below. It's gonna be out in July, and it's, you know, great for portable travel. You can pull the monitor away if you don't want it to be in this stand, but it magnetically connects to it. So it's like really thin, only weighs like 1.54 pounds. So it's, again, it's really lightweight, easy to use. I wish it came with a power cord. I wish it came with an HDMI cord. I think it does in some countries. In the United States, it doesn't. But otherwise, yeah, it's perfectly fine for what it is. If you want to pick it up, link down below. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you down the road. Peace.